so when we go through this problem, our first step is going to be to score the hands. 10 and 6 is 16. 5 and 8 is 13. Queen and 9 is 19. King and 10 is 20. Ace and 7, I'm going to make that ace worth 11 to make it 18. It's 8 or 18, but I'm always going to pick the higher score. Queen and 3 is 13. Jack and 7 is 17. So this is my problem set up. 14 cards have been exposed. 52 minus 14 is 38. So my denominator throughout the problem is going to be 38. And my advice to you on a test is to just get the 38 down. All right, it may take a minute or so, a little annoying, I guess you could say, but whatever. Get the 38 down so you're done with it. This is points. And on that quiz, I saw people just not write the 38. You're going to lose points if you do that. I'm going to draw my line between 5 and 6, and now I got to recognize what cards are left. 1 ace is exposed, so there's 3 aces left. There are no 2s exposed, so there's 4 left. There's 1 3 exposed, there's 3 left. There's no 4 exposed, there's 4 left. And there's 1 5 exposed, there's 3 of those left. For my 6s, I see 1 out, so there's 3 left. For my 7s, I see 2 out, so there's 2 left. For my 8s, I see 1 out, so there's 3 left. For my 9s, I see 1 out, so there's 3 left. For my 10s, there's 1 with the dealer and 1 with player 3, so there's 2 left. Jacks, there's 1 exposed, there's 3 left. Queens, there's 2 exposed, so there's 2 left. And kings, there's 1 exposed, so there's 3 left. And I'm going to add the top 5 cards together. That gives me a total of 17. And then I'm going to add between 6 and king. 3 and 2 is 5, 8, 11, 13, 16, 18, 21. This right here is a good check. 17 and 21 better add up to 38. That means I've gotten all my cards. Now I'm going to go in player order. And when I say player order, I don't mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean under 17 and 17, 18, 19, and 20 in terms of the scores. If I'm under 13, that means the only way I can win is the dealer to go over 21. So there's 21 cards that cause the dealer to go over 21. If your score, player 1 and player 5, is under 17, you can't tie. So there's 0 ties, and therefore there are 17 cards that can beat me. 21 plus 17 plus 0 is 38. All right, so now I start with the player with a score of 17. If you have a score of 17, you can still only win if the dealer busts. But here's what we need to understand. Now I can tie. If the dealer gets an ace, the dealer's score goes from 16 to 17. If an ace comes, the dealer now has 17. That's a tie with player 6. How many cards can cause the dealer to tie? There's 3 aces, yeah. So there's 3 ties, and that goes into the amount of cards that can beat you. So 21 and 3 is 24. 24 and 14 is 38. There's 14 cards that beat you. And now we're going to add wins and ties. 21 and 3 is 24. That's my wins for a player with a score of 18. Because think about it. If an ace comes, the dealer has 17, you have 18. That's a win. If a 2 comes, and there's 4 of those, that's a tie. 24 and 4 is 28. 28 and 10 is 38. Now I add my wins and my ties from 18, and that gives me my wins with 19. 28 wins. A 3 comes, I tie. So there's 3 threes. That 3 represents the 3 different threes, not the card 3. Okay, there's 3 cards that can cause a tie. 28 and 3 is 31, and 7 is 38. And now finally, 28 and 3 is 31. There's 31 cards that allow me to win if I'm player 3. Okay? There's 4 cards that cause a tie, the 4 4s. And the 3 5s are the 3 cards that can beat me. And that's my complete answer to the first one. Alright, so in this one here, my dealer's score is 16. This is a Jack 8, so that's 18. 10, 7 is 17, 6 and 9 is 15, King 9 is 19, 7 and 9 is 16, and King Queen is 20. And then once again, there's 14 cards exposed out of the 52 in the deck. So that leaves me with 38 as my denominator for all of them. And yeah, I got to write the 38s here. And as I said on the test, it's worth points. Just get it down. And then I'm going to put my line between 5 and 6. Now I'm going to start counting. Now I'm going to speed this one up a little bit. If you look at this entire hand, there's not one ace, 2, 3, 4, or 5 exposed. So all of these are 4 cards left. So there's actually 20 cards that can help our dealer. Now in terms of sixes, I see 1, 2, there's 2 exposed, 2 left. For sevens, I see 1, 2, there's 2 exposed, there's 2 left. For eights, I see 1, so there's 3 left. For nines, I see 1, 2, 3, there's 1 left now. For tens, I see 1 10, so there's going to be 3 left. For jacks, I see 2, so there's 2 left. For kings, for queens, I see 1, so there's 3 left and 2 kings. So 2 and 2 is 4, and 3 is 7, and 1 is 8, 11, 13, 16, 18. So there's only 18 cards that keeps cause the dealer to bust. So right here, if you're under 17, you're actually less than 50-50 to win. When you're under 17, the dealer has to bust to win. So player 5 and player 3 both have 18 cards that can help it win, and 20 cards that cause it to lose. And remember, when you're under 17, you cannot tie. When I'm at 17, now I have more tying options. I still have only 18 cards that help me win, but those 4 aces now cause a tie, and now only 16 cards beat me. And now I'm just adding and wins and ties. Score 17, 18, and 4, so there's 2 cards that help me win. 4 cards that cause a tie. 22 and 4 is 26. 12 cards that beat me. All right, so from 18 to 19, 22 and 4 is 26. There's 4 cards that cause a tie, and therefore 8 cards that can beat me. And then 26 and 4 is 30. There's 4 cards that cause a tie, and 4 cards that can beat me. And that's our answer. My dealer's score is 16. 5 and 10 and 2, 17. 2 and 5 is 17, and 11 is 18. If it's 1, it's 8, so this is going to be 18. This obviously is 20. 4 and 6 is 10, 10 and 2 is 12, and 3 is 15. 3 and 9 is 12. 12 and 7 is 19. Then 4 and 2 is 6, and 3 is 9. 9 and 5 is 14. 14 and 11 is 25. That's no good. So I make the ace worth 1, and it's 15. Okay. Now, when I count my cards that are exposed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 52 minus 22 is 30. So my denominator throughout my problem now is going to be 30. When the players start getting cards, your denominator is going to change. So I'm just going to throw all the denominators in there real quickly so I'm done with it. And now what cards are left? Well, 2 aces are exposed, so there's 2 left. That line between 5 and 6. For 2s, I got 1, 2, I got 2 2s, 3 2s, 4 2s. All the 2s are out, so there's 0 2s left. And that's going to happen from time to time. All the 2s are gone. The 3s, we have 1, we have 2. 2 are exposed, so there's 2 left. So we made a mistake with that 3. There's actually only 1 3 left. 3 3s have been exposed. So 4s, we have 1 4, 2 4s. 2 4s are exposed, so there's 2 left. And fives, I have 1 5, 2 5s, and 3 5s. So 1, 2, 3, and there's 1 5 left. So therefore, there's only 6 cards that cause the dealer not to bust. So for the sixes, we have 1. So 3 left. 1's exposed. For sevens, I have 1 7 exposed. I have 3 left. For eights, we have, oh no, I'm sorry, there's 2 7s exposed. We have the one with the dealer. So the 7 is with player 5 and the dealer. For eights, there's none exposed, so there's 4 left. With nines, I see 1 and 2 with the dealer. With tens, none have been exposed. There's 4 left. And 1 jack I see, 1 queen I see, and 1 king I see, so there's 3 of each of those left. 3 and 2 is 5, 5 and 4 is 9, 9 and 2 is 11, 15, 18, 21, 24. So these two numbers add up to 30. If I'm under 17, I can only win or lose. 24 cards cause the dealer to bust, 6 don't, and I can't tie. 24 cards cause the dealer to bust, 6 don't, and I cannot tie. When I get to 17, still the only way to win is for the dealer to bust. There are only 3 hands where you can win even if the dealer doesn't bust. But in this case, an ace can cause a tie. So 2 cards cause me to tie, and therefore those 4 cards that. So now as I go to 18, it's 24 and 2 is 26. I have my wins and ties. There are no 2s left in the deck. You're not tying. There's 4 cards that can cause you to lose. 26 and 0 is 26. So there's also 26 cards that help play with 19 win. But there's 1 card that causes a tie, therefore 3 cards that beat you. And now with the player with 20, 26 and 1 is 27. There's 2 cards that cause you at a tie, and literally there's only 1 card that beats you here. And that's it.